I'm Keerthana. I'm a member of Apple Story Club and I'm going to give a review of the most beautiful and heartwarming books by Roald Dahl, Matilda. It's the book. Matilda is the story of a 5.5-year-old girl who's too good to be true. She learned to speak by the age of 1 and taught herself to read by the age of 3.5, pursuing all the children's books in the library and moving on to greater classics such as The Great Expectations and the Jane Eyre. However, her parents, particularly her father, ignore and emotionally abuse her and completely refuse to acknowledge her abilities. What's wrong with the telly, for heaven's sake? Her father demands, while her mother insists that brains never got a woman anyway. Matilda finds herself forced to pull pranks on them, such as gluing her father's hat onto his head, sticking a parrot into the chimney to simulate a burglar or ghost, and bleaching her father's hair to avoid getting frustrated. Matilda joins Cruncham Hall Primary School a bit late at 5.5 years old because her parents were concerned about her daughter's education. Then she meets the lovely Miss Honey, her class teacher, and every child in Matilda's class adores her. Matilda quickly develops a particularly strong bond with Miss Honey, and Miss Honey nurtures her talent. Then there's the large nightmare of a school principal, Miss the Trunchbull, a former hammer-throwing champion who flings children at will and is approximately as sympathetic as a bulldozer. Miss Trunchbull never walked. She marched like a stormtrooper with long strides and her arms swinging. When she's marching along a corridor and a group of children happened to be in her path, she plowed right through them like a tank, with children bouncing off her left to right. And Miss Honey, recognizing Matilda's intellectual abilities, tries to move Matilda into a higher class, but the tyrannical headmistress, Miss Trunchbull, refuses. Miss Honey also tries to talk to Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood about their daughter's intelligence, but they ignore. How Matilda uses her intelligence and skills in defense of her teacher, the sweet Miss Honey, against Miss Trunchbull, forms the most interesting part of the story. Matilda is a surprising mix of humor, adventure, and mystery. And as with any Dahl story, Matilda provides a strong message to children: you can do it. Oh, plus a message to grown-ups: treat your children nicely, as they're not as helpless as you may imagine. Keep reading and keep telling stories. Thank you.